And now, Internet is Everything proudly presents 85erella. It is based on the story of Cinderella with a bit of a twist. Let's tell you the story, shall we? Once upon a time, there was a young woman named 85erella. 85erella had 10 ugly, mean, wicked stepsisters named Eliza, Isabella, Georgia, Hannah, Tasha, Yanina, Fiona, Isabella, Verona, and Ella. All 10 of them made fun of 85erella and made her do all the chores. 85er wench! Sweep the floors, wash the dishes, do it all! Said Eliza to Ella all together. One day, the king of Queen Octogen Tumbleham's messenger arrives and says, Hear ye! The king of Queen Octogen Tumbleham is going to throw a ball. Whoever has the most beautiful gown and crown shall marry his son, Prince Queen Octogen Tumbling. But 85erella is not welcome. Her ugly, mean, wicked stepsisters are. He's going to marry me, said Eliza, the oldest stepsister. Isabella said, No way, Eliza! He's going to marry me! And the rest said, No, he's going to marry me! Later, 85erella is so sad, distraught and upset of doing chores about not going to the ball and marrying Prince Queen Octogen Tumbling. Suddenly, her fairy godmother rises and comforts 85erella by saying, There, my dear sweet 85erella. I can help a bit of magic. And waves her magic wand. Because of that, 85erella's chores are all done. But her fairy godmother is not done yet. She said, 85erella, go fetch me a pumpkin and some mice. Luckily, 85erella has 85 pumpkins and 170 mice. 85erella's fairy godmother waves her magic wand again to turn the 85 pumpkins into a handsome coach, this 170 mice into horses, and then 85erella's ripped clothes into a gown and crown. 85erella says, I've never seen such a Queen Octogen tumble-tastic gown. You get a little of my glass slippers. Fairy godmother, how can I ever thank you enough? 85erella's fairy godmother says, Well, you can't. But have fun, 85erella. But I will warn you, return home before midnight, or the spell will be broken and everything will change back to the way it was before, and gives her a clock to tell her what time it is. And so, 85erella accepted the warning and climbed into the coach. Meanwhile, at the ball, the king of Queen Octogen Tumblingham says, Good evening, everyone. My son, Prince Queen Octogen Tumbling, was ready to marry. Isn't that right, son? In which Prince Queen Octogen Tumbling responds, Yes, father. Suddenly, 85erella arrives just in time for the ball. Eliza, Isabella, Georgia, Hannah, Tasha, Yanina, Fiona, Isabella, Verona, and Ella say, He's walking towards me all together. But he's not walking towards any of them. Prince Queen Octogen Tumbling is walking towards 85erella. He then asks, May I have this dance? Asks Queen Octogen Tumbling, in which 85erella responds, I would be delighted. Prince Queen Octogen Tumbling and 85erella dance happily together. But later, 85rella checks her clock. It's almost midnight. Because of that, she scurried out of the ball. And she was running so fast that she lost one of her glass slippers. Prince Quinaudrigin was really sad and worried that he might never see 85rella again. The king of Quinaudrigin comforts him by saying, There now, son. I think we'll be able to find her. And so, the king of Quinaudrigin and Prince Quinaudrigin began their journey all around Quinaudrigin to find 85rella and brought the glass slipper she lost with them. By the time they arrived, they knocked on the door of the house where 85rella and Prince and her ugly, mean, wicked stepsisters live. But instead of 85rella, they find her ugly, mean, wicked stepsisters. Prince Quinaudrigin then says, Ladies, my father, the king of Quinaudrigin and I have a favor to ask. Can any of you try on this glass slipper? Eliza, the oldest, is first, but her foot is too big. Isabella is next, but her foot is too small. Nonsense! It fits, she said. The rest did the same, but none of their feet are the right size. Suddenly, Prince Quinaudrigin and the king of Quinaudrigin known as 85rella, sing. Your Majesty and Prince Quinaudrigin, is that you? She hollered excitedly. Prince Quinaudrigin says, Of course it's me. I love you. Will you marry me? And the glass slipper fits. And so, Prince Quinaudrigin, the king of Quinaudrigin, and 85rella lived happily ever after. The end. I hope you enjoyed this story, Andrews Doers. And I've been debating on making some sequels. So if you want to see maybe someday, maybe 85rella 2, 85 Wishes Come True, something like that. Doesn't matter. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share on 8 Knows Everything, and buy our merch at 8knowseverything.com. Take care. Bye. And now, for the 2763rd video special, Andrew Knows Everything proudly presents 2763rella. It is based on the story of Cinderella. Let's tell you the story. Once upon a time, there lived a young girl named 2763rella. 2763rella had 28 ugly, mean stepsisters named Tina, Winona, Una, Tasha, Hannah, Ophelia, Uniqua, Sasha, Alana, Natalia, Dahlia, Sophia, Ella, Veronica, Erica, Nadina, Hilda, Uma, Nicola, Diana, Ramona, Estrella, Daphnia, Skyla, Isabella, Xavier, Tessa, Yadina, Therma, Herda, Rebecca, and the twins, Lara and Evangelina. Tina, Winona, Una, Tasha, Hannah, Ophelia, Uniqua, Sasha, Alana, Natalia, Dahlia, Sophia, Ella, Veronica, Erica, Nadina, Hilda, Uma, Nicola, Diana, Ramona, Estrella, Daphina, Skyla, Isabella, Xavier, Tessa, Yadina, Therma, Herda, Rebecca, Alara, and Evangelina made 2763rella do all the chores. Sweep the floors, wash the dishes, do it all, said Tina, Winona, Una, Tasha, Hannah, Ophelia, Uniqua, Sasha, Alana, Natalia, Dahlia, Sophia, Ella, Veronica, Erica, Nadina, Hilda, Uma, Nicola, Dina, Diana, Ramona, Estrella, Daphnia, Skyla, Isabella, Xavier, Tessa, Yadina, Firma, Herta, Rebecca, and Laura and Evangelina all together. One day, the king of Duamilatra Sexavigi, Agenta Sepulingham's messenger said, hear ye, the king of Duamilatra Sexagenta Sepulingham's is going to throw a ball, and whoever has the most beautiful gown and crown shall marry his son, Prince Toba Ticola Super Sorting. But 2763 Rella is not welcome. Her stepsisters are. They argue over who will Prince Toby Ticola Super Sorting marry. Later, 2763 Rella is so sad, doing chores. Suddenly, her fairy godmother asks what's wrong. Why are you crying? 2763 Rella. 2763 Rella responds, I got chores to be done. I can't go to the ball and marry Prince Toby Tickle Super Sorting. 2763 Rella's fairy godmother said, I can help with a bit of magic. Her fairy godmother waves her magic wand, and then 2763 Rella's chores are all done. But 2763 Rella's fairy godmother is not done yet. She said, 2763 Rella, go fetch me a pumpkin. Luckily, 2763 Rella has 2763 pumpkins. Her fairy godmother turns the 2763 Rella pumpkins into a handsome coach drawn by 5,526 strong horses, and then 2763 Rella's rags into a gown and crown. 2763 Rella said, I've never seen such a wonderful gown. Get a load of my glass slippers. 2763 Rella's fairy godmother said, have fun, 2763 Rella, but I would warn you. Return home before midnight, or the spell will be broken. 2763 Rella accepted the warning. Meanwhile, at the ball, Prince Toby Tickla Super Sorting was wondering who he should marry. 2763 Rella's stepsisters, let's say all together, he's walking towards me. But he's not. He's walking towards 2763 Rella. 2763 Rella and Prince Toby Tickle Super Sorting dance happily together. But later, 2763 Rella realized it's almost midnight, so she scurried out of the balls and ran so fast that she lost one of her glass slippers. Prince Toby Tickle Super Sorting was so worried, afraid that she might never see 2763 Rella again. So he traveled around Dumilatra Sexagenta Septuplingham to find her, and brought the tiny glass slipper with him. He knocked on the door of the home where 2763 Rella and her stepsisters lived, but instead of 2763 Rella, he found her stepsisters. Prince Toby Tickla Super Sorting said, Ladies, I have a favor to ask. Can you draw on this glass slipper? But unfortunately, none of their feet are the right size. Suddenly, Prince Toby Tickle Supersonic noticed 2060 Rail singing. 2063, he said, Prince Toby Tickle Super Sorting, is that you? He responded, of course it's me. 2763 Rella, you are from my father's ball. I love you. Will you marry me? And fortunately, the glass slipper fits. 2763 Rella gets so excited because she's happy to have Prince Toby Tickle Super Sorting back. And they both lived happily ever after. The end. And maybe, Andrew's Doers, if you want to see some sequels, tell your friends about 2763 Rella 2. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and try to watch more videos, etc. Take care, Andrew's Doers. Bye.